All right, I'm doing a system of inequalities here. So if you've seen any of the videos on just graphing one line, we're actually going to do the same thing. We're going to graph two lines this time. We're going to find out where the double shaded area is after I've graphed both inequalities. So we're going to start off with the first one, which is right here in the top. Y is less than 2x minus 3. So we're going to start at -3 on the graph, go down to 3, -3, and then put a dot right here. Now I am going to use the 2, so it's 2x is the other portion. So this is going to be a slope of 2 over 1. So I'm just going to put, anytime we don't have a fraction, we put it over 1. So then I know how to move. So I go here from -3. I'm going to go up 2 over 1. And then I'm going to keep going. Up 2 over 1. I want to do this all the way because I don't know where these points are going to intersect. I don't know. I want to be able to make sure I can graph and shade properly. So you want to make sure you continue to do all of these points and it's accurate. I'm going to go back over here. So that was all the up 2 over 1s. I'm also going to go the opposite direction. So I'm going to go down 2 and to the left 1, which is also going to keep in alignment with this straight line. Down 2 over 1 to the left. Now I have my full line ready to go. I do have to look at the inequality statement. This is not equal to, so you do not want to connect all these points. You're just going to make some dashed points. That means that anything that is on this line is not an answer for the statement that you have in front of you. So there's my dashed line. Now we got to figure out which way to graph or to shade it. So it says y is less than. Anytime it just says less than y, you shade below it. So I'm going to shade down here. So that helps me answer the question for that one. So that is the first one. So I'm just shading very lightly. Don't get crazy when you're shading, but anything over here is sufficient for that one particular line. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. Now the other one is not in y equals mx plus b form. I don't want to say y equals because it's not equals, but I'm just going to reset it just like I would if it was y equals mx plus b. So subtract 2x on both sides. That's going to leave those out, leaving me just with the y. And that's greater than, and then we have -2x plus 2. So on my second line, I'm going to go up to a +2 and put a dot right here. And then I'm going to make a fraction, so -2 over 1. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to graph -2 over 1. So I'm going to go down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1. And if I go any more, I'm going to end up off of this graph. I'm going to go back up here to the starting point and I'm going to do it all over again, but I'm going to go the opposite direction. Up 2, but left 1. Again, it stays in alignment with my straight line. Up 2, left 1. Now, if I go any more, I'm going to end up off the graph. I've got to check that inequality statement. It's also not equal to, so it's going to be another dashed line. So I'm just going to make another dashed line. And then I'm going to, this is why you want to make sure you can see what's going on. That's why you don't want to shade it too crazy. So now I've got that. Now I have to look at this. It says y is greater than. So since it's greater than, I want to shade above the line. So here, I'm going to shade over here. This is above the line. And what that means is anywhere really in this section where it's double shaded, where they both have overlap, this is the section that meets the requirements for both of these lines. So now I can shade in dark. This is the only set of answers now. They don't include the actual dotted line because the dotted line is not included in this. If it was a solid line, it would be, but it's not. So that means that any answers that fall in here in this double shaded area that's very darkly shaded is considered an answer that meets both the requirements for this graph. I'm going to show it to you so you can see what it looks like on Desmos. So the first equation was, or first inequality was y is less than 2x. I'm just going to type it exactly how it is in here on the paper. -3. As you can see, there's your dotted line. Blue side was shaded, which was this side. And then we're going to do our second one. Second one was 2x plus y. And that one was greater than as well. And then it's 2. So as you can see now, you see that there's another crisscross like that. And as you can see, this one's in green, so you can see it. The green is going over here, the blue is going over here, but you can see that this is a different color right here. These are the answers that work for both inequality statements. And if you'd like more questions like this, you can find them on my YouTube channel, You Want Algebra. Check these out under the systems of inequalities.